In 1947, a group of Bedouin shepherds made an astounding discovery in the Judean desert near the Dead Sea. Stumbling upon ancient clay jars hidden in the Qumran caves, they unveiled the Dead Sea Scrolls, a collection of manuscripts that would revolutionize our understanding of ancient texts. Among these scrolls, one in particular has challenged conventional beliefs about a familiar biblical figure, Noah, offering a radically new perspective on his origins. It all began when a young shepherd named Mohammed Ed-Dib and his cousins Juma Muhammad and Khalil Musa were herding their goats near the site known as Qumran. One of them, in a playful moment, threw a rock into a cave, only to hear the unexpected sound of pottery breaking. Curiosity piqued, they ventured into the cave the next day, where they found large clay jars containing ancient scrolls. This initial discovery set off a decade-long search that would uncover thousands of scroll fragments across 11 more caves in the area. The scrolls were soon recognized for their immense historical and religious significance. Dating from the 3rd century BCE to the 1st century CE, they included the earliest known copies of biblical texts, predating any other known manuscripts by nearly a millennium. Scholars quickly began to piece together these fragments, revealing a treasure trove of information about the religious practices and beliefs of a Jewish sect living in the region during that period. The initial discovery was just the beginning. Over the next decade, a series of systematic searches and excavations led to the uncovering of 12 caves filled with ancient manuscripts. Archaeologists, historians, and scholars from around the world converged on the site, eager to study these incredible texts. The scrolls were carefully cataloged, with each fragment meticulously preserved and studied. The scrolls were written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, covering a wide range of topics. They included copies of the Hebrew Bible, apocryphal texts, and sectarian writings that provided a glimpse into the life and beliefs of the community that created them. The discovery was a watershed moment in the study of ancient texts, offering unparalleled insights into the religious and cultural life of a Jewish sect living in the Judean desert. The Dead Sea Scrolls are remarkable not just for their age, but for the breadth of material they cover. They include texts from the Hebrew Bible, apocryphal writings, and sectarian documents that shed light on the community believed to have lived at Qumran. This community, often identified as the Essenes, was a group that valued purity and awaited the coming of a messianic figure. Their meticulous preservation of these texts in clay jars and hidden caves speaks to their reverence for these writings. Among the most significant finds are multiple copies of the Book of Isaiah, which provides critical insights into the textual variations and the development of biblical scripture. Additionally, the discovery of the Book of Enoch and the Book of Giants, texts previously known only through later translations and references, offered scholars a unique glimpse into Jewish thought and mythology that had long been lost. The Book of Enoch, in particular, is a fascinating text that expands upon the story of Genesis. It describes the Watchers, a group of angels who descend to earth and took human wives, producing offspring known as the Nephilim. These beings were described as giants who committed great acts of violence and corruption. The Book of Enoch was revered by the community at Qumran, as evidenced by the multiple copies found among the scrolls. The Book of Giants, another text attributed to Enoch, delves deeper into the lives and actions of the Nephilim. It portrays their realization of their evil deeds and their eventual destruction. The preservation of these texts, alongside biblical manuscripts, suggests that the community at Qumran placed a significant importance on these narratives, viewing them as essential components of their religious heritage. But perhaps the most intriguing discovery for many is the Lamech scroll. This text offers an alternative account of Noah's birth and origins, one that deviates significantly from the traditional biblical narrative. According to the Lamech scroll, Noah was no ordinary human being, and his conception was shrouded in mystery and divine intervention. The scrolls also include the War Scroll, which details an apocalyptic vision of a final battle between the forces of light and darkness. This text offers a glimpse into the eschatological beliefs of the Qumran community, highlighting their expectation of a cosmic struggle that would culminate in the triumph of good over evil. In addition to these texts, the Dead Sea Scrolls contain numerous hymns, prayers, and legal documents that shed light on the daily life and religious practices of the community. These writings reveal a society deeply committed to religious observance and ritual purity, with strict rules governing every aspect of their lives. The scrolls also include commentaries on biblical texts, known as pesharim, which provide insights into the interpretive methods used by the Qumran community. These commentaries reveal a complex and sophisticated approach to Scripture, with the community seeking to uncover hidden meanings and prophetic messages within the biblical texts. The significance of the Dead Sea Scrolls extend beyond their historical and religious content. They have also provided invaluable information about the development of the Hebrew language and script. The scrolls include examples of ancient Hebrew script, including the paleo-hebrew script used in some of the earliest biblical texts. This has allowed scholars to trace the evolution of the Hebrew language and script over time, providing important insights into the history of the Hebrew Bible. The traditional biblical story of Noah portrays him as a righteous man, chosen by God to survive the great flood and repopulate the earth. He is depicted as the son of Lamech and his wife Batanosh, living a life of piety that earned him divine favor. However, the Lamech scroll presents a startlingly different version of events. According to this ancient manuscript, Noah's birth was anything but ordinary. Lamech, upon returning from a long journey, was shocked to find that his newborn son looked nothing like his other children. Noah's skin was described as white and radiant, his hair as white as wool, and his eyes glowed with an unusual brightness. These otherworldly features led Lamech to suspect that his wife had been unfaithful during his absence. In a state of turmoil, Lamech sought counsel from his father, Methuselah, who in turn went to his own father, Enoch. Enoch, a figure of great wisdom and significance in the scrolls, revealed that Noah's conception was not the result of an earthly union. Instead, he explained that the guardians of the sky had inseminated Batanosh without physical contact. These beings, also known as the Watchers, had chosen Noah to be the progenitor of a new generation. This revelation shook Lamech to his core, but he accepted the divine nature of his son's origins. Enoch instructed that the child be named Noah, foretelling his role in the survival and renewal of humanity after the impending deluge. This account suggests a lineage that is part human, part divine, intertwining Noah's story with the enigmatic Watchers and their offspring, the Nephilim. The implications of this version of Noah's origins are profound. They suggest a far more complex and supernatural backdrop to the flood narrative, one that intertwines human and divine realms in ways the traditional Bible does not. The Lamech scroll's depiction of Noah's birth also implies that his role in humanity's survival was predestined by higher powers. This idea of preordained destiny adds another layer of depth to the story, suggesting that Noah's mission was part of a grand cosmic plan. Furthermore, the description of Noah's appearance raises intriguing questions about the nature of the Watchers and their influence on human genetics. The scrolls describe the Watchers as beings of immense power and knowledge, who descended from the heavens to interact with humanity. Their offspring, the Nephilim, were giants known for their strength and intelligence. Noah's unique physical traits suggest that he inherited some of these qualities, making him an exceptional figure capable of leading humanity through the flood and into a new era. The story of Noah's origins in the Dead Sea Scrolls also parallels other ancient myths and legends about divine beings interacting with humans. In many cultures, there are stories of gods and demigods who possess extraordinary abilities and play pivotal roles in shaping the course of human history. The scrolls add a new dimension to these narratives, linking Noah to a broader tradition of divine intervention and celestial influence. The revelations contained in the Dead Sea Scrolls, particularly regarding Noah, have had a significant impact on both religious and academic communities. For scholars, the scrolls provide invaluable insights into the diversity of religious thought and practice during the Second Temple period. They challenge previously held assumptions about the uniformity of biblical texts and offer evidence of a rich tapestry of beliefs and traditions. For religious communities, the scroll's contents can be both enlightening and troubling. They prompt a re-examination of canonical texts and encourage a deeper exploration of the historical context in which these texts were written. The alternative narrative of Noah's origins, for example, invites believers to consider how divine intervention and human history are intertwined in their sacred stories. Moreover, the discovery of texts like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Giants within the Dead Sea Scrolls suggests that these writings held significant value for the community at Qumran. The preservation of these texts alongside biblical manuscripts indicates a broader canon of scripture that included apocalyptic and mythological elements, reflecting a more diverse spiritual landscape than previously acknowledged. The story of Noah's true origins, as revealed by the Dead Sea Scrolls, also resonates with contemporary discussions about the nature of myth and history. It highlights how ancient societies understood and conveyed their experiences of the divine, blending historical events with mythic narratives to convey deeper truths about human existence and cosmic order. The scroll's revelations have also spurred new debates among scholars and theologians. Some argue that the Lamech scroll and other apocryphal texts should be considered part of the biblical canon, while others believe that they should remain separate but acknowledged for their historical significance. The preservation and study of the Dead Sea Scrolls have also led to advancements in archaeology and conservation techniques. The fragile nature of the scrolls has necessitated the development of new methods for preserving and analyzing ancient manuscripts. These techniques have been applied to other archaeological finds, helping to preserve and understand ancient texts from various cultures around the world. The impact of the Dead Sea Scrolls extends beyond the academic and religious communities. They have captured the public imagination, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and exhibitions. The story of their discovery, the mysteries they contain, and the debates they have sparked continue to fascinate people around the world. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the mysteries of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the true origins of Noah. We hope you found this exploration as fascinating as we did. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love diving into ancient history and untold stories. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts and questions, so leave a comment below. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our world.